tenemos la oportunidad de oro de platicar con Mr. Moran Cerf.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much for being here. A couple minutes talking with you.
Looking forward.
Looking forward, always. Do you feel always nervous?
I think that I like being nervous, and I feel nervous all the time when I do something that is public, that is
Exactly.
changing.
It's like a motor. Impulse.
Yes.
Yeah?
You know, I had a friend once who was a player, NBA player. And he plays basketball in big games. And in many games, you get to this point where at the very end, and there's like 99-99, and one player gets the ball, and if it's in, they win. If it's out, they lose. Okay. And I asked him, are you nervous? He says, here's how I think about it, Moran. It says, when you're nervous, your heart is racing, your cheeks are a little bit red, your pupil dilates. It's the same thing that happens when you're excited. So all you have to do is you have to call this feeling excitement.
Excitement.
So I'm excited. That's what it is.
Exactly. It's just very similar to excitement. Yes. Dear Moran, how can we train our brain to feel always happy?
So I think that there are many things we can do. The kind of concrete ones is to learn how our brain works. So every person who watches us right now has a different brain with different way they work. You might be better in making decisions in the morning, and I'm better in the evening. You might be better when you're hungry and your friend when they're full. You might be better when you're alone and someone when... And the thing is, you need to spend time learning what is the best state for your brain. When do you enjoy the most? And then make yourself spend more time there.
Okay. And you don't need to be a scientist or student, just
Here's the
learn.
secret. You need to pay attention and keep a diary. So you don't just have to say, okay, I'm gonna pay attention.
And
you have
record it.
Yes, you for a week from today, you go and you write down, I was very happy when I was with this person. I was very happy at this time. I was very happy when I was feeling or eating or doing this thing.
Well,
and you look back after a week and you see that there are some patterns, and then you try to do more of the things that make you happy.
And also in the meanwhile, you're discovering you're feeling happy, checking these points.
Exactly. It's very easy, but people don't do it. People say, yeah, I'm going to remember, or people just need to write down and look back and have some kind of checks on themselves.
Comparisons.
Yes.
And most people think maybe happiness becomes to the future. I mean, I am working hard today, maybe in perhaps 2 years, I will be happy.
We call it, in neuroscience, we call it the treadmill effect. Treadmill is when you walk on something, but you don't move, you stay on the same place.
Okay.
This is in many ways how we think about happiness. You constantly tell yourself, if I get this, I'm going to be happy. And then you get there, and it doesn't change, because happiness most times is a brain state. And some people, they're happy almost always, and they let things navigate them a little bit, but not really drop them. And some people are not, and it doesn't matter if they win the lottery or have kids or anything, it doesn't change them. You need to just get your brain to a better state by realizing that it's not really about the outcomes, but about you actually learning how to maximize the momentary state.
And you take note about your health, your wellness in every aspect of your life when you feel happy.
Yes, I try to kind of keep a diary, so to speak, not really a diary, but just like have a look at things and try to pay attention. And I try to also surround myself with people that are happier. It turns out that for the brain, it helps a lot to have other brains that are aligned with you. So if you want to be funny and you spend time with funny people, you will become funny just by spending time with them. It's going to rub into your brain. Your brain will learn somehow how to become that without you actually learning jokes. You just become. If you spend time next to people that are miserable, you will start being more miserable, not because you say, I'm going to become miserable. It kind of impacts us. So spend time with people that are exhibiting the things you want to become.
Correct, precisely. I recall a writer, a book writer from North America. He talked about Mexican people against all odds, all the poverty, He says Mexican, the most are happy every day, all the time.
I actually just spoke about it today.
Really?
I drove around Mexico and I said there's one thing that I feel in the air. I've been in Mexico many times and I've been in this visit maybe 2 weeks. You see people that are rich and poor and alone, and a lot of people. You see people that maybe ill or injured. And what's common to all of them is they seem happy, because they don't seem to be totally shattered by the bad, and they seem to be in state of mood that is very, very kind of positive throughout. I was very happy to see that.
Positive state of mood.
Struck me as like impressive.
That's precisely what this guy wrote, and we agree with him in every people you met.
So you should teach me how to be happy. What am I talking to you?
No, I am fully positively impressed talking with you because it's so easy.
It rubs to me. You see, like I'm surrounding myself by people that are happy, and I'm getting happy as well. It works.
Happy as well. It works.
Yeah.
Really works, my friends. Which one is the biggest challenge for you in the experience of neuroscience?
I think that right
tough
now,
one.
I think that there's a field of research that I'm involved with right now that asks questions like, can we take people, open their brain, put chips inside,
A dream,
and
ever
control
dream.
things. And what's tough for me is that I feel that we're moving very fast in advancing this thing, but no one stops for even a second to ask, is it a good idea?
It's a good idea.
So,
Have you seen Matrix?
Yeah.
Do you recall that when you plug in?
Yeah. So in the Matrix, in all the movies, we see a beautiful future of us controlling nature and becoming stronger and smarter and so on. And I think that there's a chance that it's going to be a different outcome. That maybe we'll fork into two types of people, the smart ones and the stupid ones, just because we won't have the same abilities and so on. And I think we don't spend time thinking, imagining the bad outcomes enough. And to me, that's one of the challenges. I think that we're moving so fast that no one says, wait, should we do it?
Wow. I'm wondering if you have think any time about the AI.
Oh, a lot. So I'll tell you something interesting that not a lot of people know. The most famous AI company right now is called OpenAI. It's the company that does ChatGPT and all the chatbots. They're very famous right now. They're a company that everyone talks about. This company sits in San Francisco in a small building called Pioneer Building, doesn't matter. But this building, in the same building, has on one side OpenAI, on the other side Neuralink, the company from Elon Musk that tries to control people's brains and essentially connect the brains to machines. I think it's not a coincidence. I think that it's interesting that the most advanced AI sits in the same building as the most advanced neuroscience. It's because those people really want to connect.
Match
They want
each other.
to kind of elevate the machines to be similar to us, but also use the machines to make us better. And it's a potentially amazing idea that we can actually take AI and become even better, but also a risky idea because now we're putting the AI in our brain. And maybe if they're not going to go with what we want, we're going to be slaves in our own mind.
Yeah, and also, I think human being feel happiness by his own hands, making tools, making food, okay. But with increase of the time, now our era is getting smartphones, getting a car, a nice car, driving no wheel and drive. You know.
I think that there's a lot of people talking about will AI replace us? They ask the question like, are we doomed? And the answer is it will. We have a chance to come up with a new type of experience that will be our future. But there's a chance also that we could learn to do something that a lot of Mexicans are doing all the time and they're very much enjoying it, which is enjoy free time. You might have less work because AI will do a lot of the things, but now you don't have to look at it as like, oh my God, now I'm not doing anything, I'm miserable and so on. You can say, now I have more time with my family and my friends, I can go play soccer more, I can do things that are...
Real,
Thank you
so much. Congrats.